But right before the video, I just wanted to apologize for any background noise that may or may not occur during the duration of this video. Africa, my life-changing journey. My vacation began at the tourist magnet of Cape Town. While visiting, I took a look at the Castle of Good Hope, which was where most of the military services were back in the day. Oh my god, it's so symmetrical. Watched the sun go down on the beautiful white sandy beach of Camps Bay. Wow is all I have to say. It was breathtaking. And rode the cable line to the unnaturally, but yet naturally, flat-topped Table Mountain. Afterwards, I went to the seemingly boring but super amazing Kirstenbosch Botanical Gardens. I had a really hard time pronouncing this word, so forgive me. Next up, I traveled from South Africa to Botswana, going to Gagalagadi Transfrontier Park, which lays on the western edge of the country. This park was formed to protect migrating wildlife, especially gemsbok, from poaching. There on the safari trip, I saw a giraffe. My sister was excited for that. A family of meerkats. They have a complex, intricate family system. And I was able to catch two gemsbok fighting each other, horns locked in combat. Lucky them, sparring isn't allowed in my house. After a surreal safari, I turned to Chobani National Park, the first, not to mention third largest national reserve in Botswana. I saw 6 wonderful sights on my adventure. A herd of elephants, as you can see here. Some hippos. Did you know that there are more annually reported hippo attacks than shark attacks? Some random fact here. Zebras, which are white on black, not black on white. Remember that, kids. The native crocodiles, which are much meaner than alligators. Also remember that, too. The rare black maned lion. Have nothing for this one. And the small species of raptor in Africa, the pygmy falcon. I was so lucky, which isn't a common occurrence. Yay, Victoria Falls. Not the tallest nor the widest, but certainly the largest waterfall at a width of 5,604 feet and at a height of 354 feet, roughly twice as high as Niagara Falls. Its river, the Zambezi, flows to the southwest. While I was there, I went on the best whitewater rafting trip ever. It was so much fun. Afterward, though, I took it down a notch and went ziplining over the edge of the gorge. Beautiful. After the adrenaline rush of the falls, I went on yet another safari in Kibale National Park. This time, though, my trip took place in southern Uganda, in a rainforest. Woohoo! With 13 primate species, including the endangered red colobus monkey, it has one of the most diverse populations of primates in the world, with 325 species of birds, 4 wild cats, 13 primate species, a total of over 60 other species of mammals, and over 250 tree species. Who wouldn't want to visit? I saw a western green tinkerbird, the threatened Elhoast's monkey, even an African golden cat. Next up, I visited the Kenyan capital, Nairobi. In the crowded, bustling streets of Nairobi, I saw many wealthy, healthy parents guiding their fit children down the busy road. But I also saw many thin, malnourished children going through garbage to get any scraps they can find. I felt bad for the children and, for a moment, angry at the families who walked the streets with pride, until I remembered that they were people too. They have people they care for too. The problem was the expensive food that most of the poor families can't afford. Sadly, I couldn't really do anything to help, so I had to pry my eyes away from the sad faces of the kids and leave. I visited the dangerous Mogadishu, Somalia. I know, I took a big risk, but I just happen to like adrenaline and fear. Who doesn't? I only had time to visit the Bakara market, the largest market in Somalia, before I was fed up with the advice to leave. I made sure I had an armored car and guards at all times. I wonder what would have happened to me had I been kidnapped. Last but not least, I visited the city of the overly used name of Timbuktu. I took the time to admire 3 great mosques, Jingarabur, Sankore, and Sidi Yahya. I read about the Sankore University, which was where a ton of trading took place. The Jingarabur Mosque was built a very, very long time ago, but was rebuilt by Al-Imam al-Aqib in 1750 through 1783. The same thing happened with the Sankore Mosque. It was also restored by al-Aqib. The Sidi Yahya Mosque was built in the 1400s, and it, too, was restored by Al-Aqib. I've learned so much in the time that I was there, and I will never forget the sights I've seen and the people I've met. I'm glad I could share it with you. No, I really don't care. Please, take me back to where I was, you stupid computer. Just load. I don't care what. What? Food!
More food.
Alright, moment of truth here. Please, 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 please. Yes! Yes! Just remind me not ever to hit undo. Ever. Thank you. Next up, I went to the Kigali Transfrontier Park. I traveled from South Africa to Botswana, going to Kigali yeah. After the adrenaline Take 4. Last but not least, I visited the city of the overly used name of Timbuktu. I took the time to admire its 3 great mosques. Take 7. Last but not least, I visited the city of the overly used name of Timbuktu. I took the time to admire its 3 great mosques, Jingarabur, Sankor, and Sidi Yahya. I read about Sankor University, which was where a ton of trading took place. The Jingarabur Mosque was built very long. I typed it wrong.